Welcome to Road to Bicycle Safety's instructional video on how to check your bike to make sure it's safe to ride using the ABC Quick Check. Before you get on your bike, it's important to make sure everything is working properly to avoid any problems that may happen down the road, like your brakes not working correctly or a flat tire. By going through the ABC Quick Check, you can easily remember what you need to do to make sure your bike is safe and ready to ride. A stands for air. Make sure your bike tires have enough air in them. Your tires should be firm enough so that when you push down on it with your thumb, the tire does not feel squishy. If you can push the tire down, then you probably need some air. If you look on the side of the tire, you will find a marking that says how much air should be in the tire. Now get your pump and connect the hose end to the valve. Pump the tire up until the number on the pump gauge matches the number on the side of the tire. If this is your first time pumping up a tire, make sure to ask a parent or guardian for help. And don't forget to check both tires. B stands for brakes. Now check to make sure your brakes are working properly. To do this, squeeze the brake levers. When you squeeze the brakes all the way, there should be space between the levers and the handlebar. If the brake lever touches the handlebar, your brakes are too loose and need to be tightened. You also need to check the brake pads to make sure they are in good shape and that they are lined up with the braking surface on the rim. C stands for chain, crank, and cassette. You want to make sure that your chain is on the gears correctly and is clean, free of rust, and lubricated. Next, check your bike's crank arms. The crank arm is the metal piece that connects your pedals to the rest of the bike. You should be able to rotate your pedals forward and backwards freely. Check that the crank arms aren't loose by pushing and pulling the pedals toward and away from the frame. If your cranks wobble, they are loose and will need to be adjusted before heading out on a ride. Finally, check your cassette. A bike's cassette is the cluster of gears on your back wheel. Make sure that it is clean and the chain can move freely through the gears. Quick stands for quick release. A quick release is a mechanism that keeps your wheels attached to your bike. You want to make sure that it's closed properly so your wheels do not wiggle when you move it side to side. If a quick release is loose, it can cause your wheel to wobble or even fall off of your bike, causing you to crash. So make sure that all quick release levers are tightened and closed properly before riding. Once you've completed your ABC Quick Check, your bike is ready to go. The ABC Quick Check is a simple way to make sure your bike is safe and ready to ride. So before you head out on your next bike ride, remember to do your ABC Quick Check. A is for air. B is for brakes. C is for chain, crank, and cassette. And quick is for quick release. Have a great ride!